In a small town surrounded by hills, there lived a boy named Ethan who went to the local school. He was just an ordinary boy like everyone else, spending his days playing with friends, listening to the birds sing, and watching the clouds drift across the sky. That was his little world. But there was one thing he really struggled with: studying. No matter how hard he tried, he just couldn't understand his lessons. His classmates often laughed at his mistakes, and that made Ethan feel even worse. Slowly, he began to lose confidence in himself. One day, after school was over, Mr. Harris, the philosophy teacher, was still sitting alone in the classroom. Ethan walked up to him slowly, feeling unsure, and said softly, "Sir, I want to talk to you about something." Mr. Harris nodded and replied, "Come, sit down. What is it?" Ethan hesitated for a moment and then said, "Sir, I'm really bad at studying. I can't remember anything and I can't focus either. Honestly, I feel hopeless. Could you please give me some advice?" Mr. Harris smiled gently and said, "You know what, Ethan? You're not the only one. Many students go through the same thing. But if you truly want to improve, you can. I'm going to teach you 5 simple but powerful tips that will help you focus better and change the way you learn." He began, "First lesson: calm your mind." Mr. Harris gave Ethan a glass bottle filled with muddy water and asked, "What do you see here?" Ethan replied, "Dirty water, sir." "Okay, now let's leave it for a bit and watch what happens," the teacher said. After about an hour, the dirt settled at the bottom, and the water became clear. "What about now?" Mr. Harris asked. Ethan looked surprised and said, "The water is clear now, sir." "Exactly," said the teacher. "Our mind is just like this. When it's full of stress, fear, or too many thoughts, we can't think clearly. So before you start studying, close your eyes for 5 minutes and focus only on your breathing. This will calm your mind and help you learn better." Then he continued, "Second lesson: focus on the present." Mr. Harris placed a lit candle on the table and said, "Look at this flame and try to keep your focus only on it. Don't let your thoughts wander." At first, Ethan couldn't focus. He kept thinking about his friends and his fears about exams. But slowly, his attention stayed only on the flame. "See," Mr. Harris said, "the past is over and the future hasn't come yet. What we have is the present moment. So when you're studying and your mind drifts away, gently bring it back to the task. Practice this every day." Third lesson, he continued, "try to understand, not just memorize." Mr. Harris gave Ethan a sponge and a rock, then poured water on both. The sponge soaked up the water, but the water rolled off the rock. "Some students just try to memorize everything. They're like the rock," he explained. "But the students who try to understand, imagine, and learn through examples are like the sponge. They absorb what they learn and remember it. So always try to understand, not just memorize." Moving on, Mr. Harris said, "Fourth lesson: break learning into small parts." He gave Ethan a big wooden block and said, "Try to break this." Ethan tried hard but couldn't break it. Then the teacher cut the block into smaller pieces and finally it broke easily. "You can't learn big topics all at once," Mr. Harris explained. "Break them into small parts. Study a little each day, take short breaks, and then study again. This will stop you from getting bored and help you learn more easily." Finally, he said, "Fifth lesson: practice regularly." Mr. Harris planted seeds in 2 pots, watering one every day but not the other. After a few days, the first pot had a small plant growing while the second remained dry. "If you give just a little time every day to your studies, you'll see results," he said. "But if you study one day and skip the next 3, it won't help. Practice every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Over the next few weeks, Ethan followed every tip Mr. Harris had given him. At first, there wasn't much change, but slowly he noticed he could sit and study better. He began to understand his lessons more easily and didn't feel scared anymore. His grades started to improve, and most importantly, he began to enjoy learning. 5 years later, Ethan had become a successful person. He often remembered that the most important lessons of his life came from that day when his philosophy teacher shared 5 simple ways to change his learning forever. And you too, if you're having trouble with studying or anything in life, Take a step forward like Ethan did. Keep your mind calm, try to understand, and practice regularly. Your small efforts will grow into big achievements one day, and your belief and hard work will become the best tools for your success. If you feel this story should reach more people, please like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay connected. I'll be back again with another inspiring story. Till then, be patient,